Are you wondering if your diet has an impact on your menopausal symptoms? Are you experiencing negative effects of occasional binge eating, like during the holiday season? Do you know what you eat over a period of 24 hours? Really? I already told you that I gained 45 pounds quite quickly at the beginning of my hormonal change. I knew that the decline in estrogens was having an impact, and I was suspecting that. Logically, my diet also has an impact. So I sincerely believe that I knew what I was eating, food, quantities, and so on, until the day I really took note of everything, 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 everything in my journal. It was a revelation. And that was when I was really aware of the impact of my food choices on my health. According to WebMD website, we are told that several studies have shown that people who keep a food diary are more likely to be successful at losing weight and keeping it off. In fact, researchers in recent studies states that people who keep a food journal 6 days out of the week are more likely or lose twice as much weight and keep it off. They also, in that same study, what we need to take into consideration is that the participant also attended supporting, meeting, and they were encouraged to eat healthy and be active, of course. Since I couldn't find really stats, I turned to a specific social media group that I spy on. And this is what I found. Actually, I asked them the question, do you keep a food journal? Yes, no, wish I did, wish I was, etc. So 75% of you answered, nope, don't keep a journal. 12% said they should keep track of what they eat. And here are some of your comments. I've done this in the past, and it was a great tool to stay on track. Another one says, I started a micro plan in October, and I finally feel like I'm in control of my health, and I've lost inches. Another one says, I did before, and I should do it again. So that being said, I want to talk to you about your diet and a food diary. We have a social heritage, eating habits that comes along with the people we live with, our parents, our everybody in the surrounding, okay, and who have an impact on our eating habits. And sometimes when you're a kid, you go eat at somebody else, at your friend's house, and you discover a new food that you've never ate before. So that's really great. Because breaking eating habits that we have inherited from our social cycle has been is very, very difficult. So fortunately, nowadays people travel more and they are exposed to new cultures and new food, and they can integrate that into their daily life, especially since nowadays we're fortunate to have all kinds of new ingredients at the grocery store. When I was a kid, I don't remember seeing many avocados. No, I live in Canada. So anyways, at the same times, you will also you will also notice a negative impact of your eating habit on your health. I had the opportunity to live in Louisiana at one point, and I didn't know you could deep fry an entire turkey. It was so good, but it was too much. So this, you need to break the cycle of your eating habits so you don't develop the same chronic disease that your parents do and your grandmother and so on, like diabetes, type 2, chronic inflammation, and so on. So find out what food are not suitable for you. The food diary is an excellent tool to identify those. The food that will break your GI equilibrium. By analyzing your food diary, you will be able to identify the food or the combination of food that don't suit you or that causes gas, for example. And you will be able to identify allergies or intolerance. The difference between the two, allergies is is a reaction of the immune system to a protein. It manifests quickly after eating the food, and even if it's in the small quantities. So the main symptoms are violent cramps and almost immediate excessive sweating, vomiting, and so on. Trust me, if it happens to you, you will know. And as opposed to a food intolerance, it will be a little more of a buildup of the toxin that doesn't suit you. Similar symptoms, vomiting and so on, but not as violent. Your food diary will help you identify those food that don't suit you. So you can establish a protocol of elimination and fix your diet with your new needs. Okay. There are many good reasons to take note of what you eat. So I'm going to give you 7 of them. Okay, that may trigger a little bit of interest in changing some habits. So become aware of the food that you eat. First of all, become aware of the amount of food that you consume, aware of how you feel and where you eat. Manage your weight to recover balance. Identify food that is not suitable for you. And last, identify food that you are allergic to or have an intolerance. Above all, it is essential to recognize the sign of hunger and a fullness. So hunger will be little gargle, little noise in this from your stomach. Let's say you feel emptiness in you, and sometimes you'll have a little, small cramps or less loss of energy, difficulty concentrating, irritability, and sometimes people will even go to panic attack. Okay, if they're hungry. The signs of that you ate enough, of fullness, full. Less tasty, you have more energy, you're comfortable, you feel good, that's it, you ate enough. So our body is made of 11 systems, and all these work together. All these have specific jobs, but they work together. It is essential for you to feed those systems the proper way with the good fuel. Let's put it this way. Let's compare your body to a vehicle, and to make sure that it works, you need to feed it nutrient and vitamin. You could say that if your car has wheels but you don't put gas in it, it's not going to work. You're not going to go very far. So the nutrient is your fuel. Okay. Making an assessment of your diet is very important, and it doesn't matter whether it's paper, whether it's a mobile app. The more important is that you write it down and that you look at it and that you analyze it and you discover what this all means. Okay. And this also is going to make a difference whether you take this type of diet or that type of diet. And if you are taking medication, or if you're going to have surgery, that also has an impact. So what should you write in your journal? You should write the time of the day that you get up, your meal times, the list of food and quantity for each meal. Same for snacks, beverages, quantity and what they are. Bedtimes, and the last section should be other comments, like if you had a stressful situation, if you were traveling that day, etc., etc. So I hope now you understand more the importance of keeping a food diary. Okay, and it doesn't have to be perfect. as you use this tool, you will understand how much it can help you take charge of your health. If you have any questions or wish to have a personalized analysis of your eating habits, don't hesitate to contact me. My name is Louise Therrien. I'm a naturopath and a menopause coach. My mission is to accompany women in their hormonal transition, to make them understand the symptoms of menopause, how they work, and help them to manage them so they can keep their good quality of life, remain productive, and stay healthy. I also invite you to watch other videos I've made that could be of interest to you, most of them about menopause. I thank you very much for your time. I wish you a great day.